Hi guys, it's 5 p.m. Calgary time. Good evening from this part of the world. It feels good to be connected to you guys once again. There's something I've been wanting to share with us, and it has to do with marriages and divorce. Yeah, so my dad called me up, and ordinarily there's this court case that's been pursuing for a while now, and he's been pursuing that case for over 10 years now. You know how Niger court cases can be. They keep adjourning. And I think my dad has been pursuing that case for over 10 years right now. Yeah, over 10 years now. So, you know, a few days ago, he called me. Whenever he comes back from court, he will call me. Just to give me an update on what's up with the land. It's actually a land dispute between him and some other people like that. You understand? So he's been following up on that case for a while now. So he called me up and he said, "Oh, that he was in court a few days ago. That he got back and he's just been, and because I missed a few of his calls, and this one that Pops is calling me like this. I hope all is well. You understand? So, finally we got to talk, and he said he was in court, and that before his own land case was up for mention, that they called a few divorce cases, and that these few divorce cases, that they were all from Canada. Canada this, Canada that, and they were all divorce cases. Back, I'm telling you Ibadan, I'm not telling you here, Ibadan. You understand? I think those marriages were contracted in Ibadan before the couple relocated. So I think once they had issues, they filed for divorce in court in Ibadan. So I think that was what happened. So my dad said, out of curiosity, he after they called his own case and they were done and all that, he said he waited a while, out of curiosity. He said, let me even, go to the court clerk to even, have a chit chat with him about these Canada divorce cases and all that, because my dad said, we told the court clerk that, oh, I have a son, he's in Canada and all that, he's married and all that, I've been here, observing the court proceedings and most of the cases that were called before mine. And even after he waited, to have a chit chat with the court clerk, they were all divorces. He said the court clerk laughed and said, Grandpa, that this is a common thing here and all that. That guess what? He said they have over 40 divorce cases that they are currently handling. All divorce cases. 40. Guess where all these divorce cases are from? Canada. Yes. Over 40 divorce cases that they're handling. And they're all divorce cases are from Canada. And this really got me thinking. And apart from this for over 40 divorce cases that my father told me about, I started to look at my inner circle, even here in Canada here. And I was counting on my fingertips. I counted at least 10 people that I know personally. People who came in with good marriages, beautiful people, husband and wife. They came in from Niger to Canada, settled in and all that. 1-2 years down the line, they might start having problems. It really got me, you understand. And even when you try to intervene or you trying to ask what happened and all that, they say no, things have gone beyond, things have gone beyond redemption. Beyond reconcilable differences, and it's hurtful, it's painful, and it's most especially when that it's gonna really affect the children. Yeah, because most of the time the children are the ones who actually bear the brunt of these divorces. truth of the matter. That's truth of the matter. Yeah, it affects both the couples involved. But then it also it affects the children majorly. And at times when I hear some of the reasons why these marriages break up, I'm like, things like how would I put it now? Things like job, work. The man comes in here, is trying to settle, is trying to get a survival job and all that, and maybe the wife gets a job first. The wife begins to look down the man, and the man, you understand, and even in some cases, the woman gets the job first, and she's paying the bills, and she begins to look down the man like he's some kind of a useless person. Like, oh, what does it bring to the table? I mean, I'm the one working, I'm the one paying the bills now, and so I have no need for the man. I have no need for him anymore, and so he can go to blaze. And these are the things that are actually plaguing. This is just one of many things that are plaguing this marriage. I also there was also a case of a guy, I think it's more kind of a distant friend of mine. He was having issues with the wife, and the wife asked for separation for 6 months, and from 6 months it went to 1 year, went to 2 years, and all that. Even as I speak with you right now, the case is in court. And even when I tried to intervene between the two of them, I said, is it so bad that you guys cannot? The wife said, no, things have gone. Things have gone. And so some of the stories, when I hear some of the stories, it just breaks my heart. But unfortunately, that's how a lot of marriages will roll these days. And but what can we do? But then it's at some point I felt it was some kind of spiritual or demonic attacks on marriages. But then someone said no, it's not. It has nothing to do with spiritual demonic attacks. I mean, people are no longer tolerant of each other. They're no longer tolerant of things that they used to accept are no longer. Like I remember one of my clients, lady called me. She wanted to be match made, and she said the husband just woke up one day and just told her that, you know what, I'm no longer. I do not want this marriage anymore. What happened? What did I do? And all that. They called family members to intervene. They called friends to intervene. And the guy just told, So I've also just come to realize that people fall in love and people fall out of love. And there's really nothing you can do about it. So it's just one of those things. Thanks for listening to me. And I hope to see you around, guys. Thanks.